Verydarkman and his friend and his mom, they finished in the bank and wanted to leave the bank. They wanted to exit. That is when Verydarkman got stuck in the security door. So it was alleged that GT Bank off the security door to get Verydarkman stuck in the security door so that the EFCC they might have called earlier can arrive. So 5 minutes to 10 minutes later, men in black uniform arrived at GT Bank. Miraculously, the door opened and they immediately covered Verydarkman's face and his friend and started beating them up.
What?
And they immediately covered Verydarkman's face and his friend and started beating them up.
Somebody should try to make me understand this. Is Nigeria a lawless country? You people no get constitution. Now, you people no get law and order for the Nigeria there. You people no understand the real definition of code of conduct for the Nigeria there. You people know they follow how they call law, like your head know they work for the Nigeria there or what? Because I know the bab how you guys can just bump in and arrest a public figure, someone who they everywhere. Just bump in and arrest this figure in a Rambo style, like he's been declared wanted for years. This whole thing that is going on surrounding Verydarkman looks like a setup. Yes, I'm not going to sit here and mince words. This whole thing where they go on for Nigeria regarding Verydarkman is a setup. They use GT Bank to set the gentleman up and they are trying to eliminate him and do their worst to Nigerians because this guy is actually bringing an eye-opening to Nigerians. He's actually making the people awaken, fighting for their right, and they don't like it. They don't fucking like this gentleman. They are trying every ways, means impossible to eliminate him. What?
Verydarkman's lawyer has released an official statement on how Verydarkman was arrested and why he was arrested. It was not GT Bank, but GT Bank played a major role in Verydarkman's arrest.
So this story of Verydarkman being kidnapped by the EFCC through GT Bank has always been some kind of rumor. We're not able to tell whether this story was true or not, but today we have all the facts and the details for you. Please stay tuned and watch this video to the very end. If you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe. Don't forget to put the bell on post notification. If you're from Ghana, please order your home accessories, your sneakers, your shoes, your laptops, everything from Apprehended pre-order her. Call the number below and call Apprehended and get all your goods at a very cool rate and get them to your doorstep on time. So a day before Verydarkman was kidnapped by the EFCC, he did a video to call out GT Bank. According to Verydarkman, Imomi they save for GT Bank for some time now, and every month where money go enter the woman in account, GT Bank the debit am. They has reached out to several branches of GT Bank to complain this to them, and all they could tell her is that she has collected a loan. That was the reason why they were debiting her. Meanwhile, the woman hasn't collected a dime. She hasn't collected even a naira from GT Bank. So you know the bab how money go enter in account inside, and before she know, they collect some of the money. So she decided to lodge a complaint to her son, and her son decided to call out GT Bank, telling them that yo, me where they fight for Nigerians, they fight for different people. If my mommy where you won't take this thing do now, it's never going to happen. Next thing tomorrow morning, I'm coming with my mom, and every dime where you people collect from my mommy in account inside, you are going to refund any dime, every month, every naira.
Alright, so GT Bank, yesterday, salary was paid. Now, instead of my mother to be happy that she received her salary after 30 days of working, my mother came back home crying like a baby. My mother, the one who born me, she came back home crying. So what happened? My younger sister sent me this voice note yesterday.
Bro Martins, good evening. You get what I want to tell you. Since early this year, any money wey enter mommy account, GTB Bank they carry am. They say she collect loan and she no collect any loan. They comot her money, they comot her money, they comot her money. Now today, mommy come house and she just enter house now. She look like she won't even cry. She know they okay. She still they pay her salary today and GTB carry everything, leave only 3K for her, and she no ever go collect loan from them. She no know who collect loan with her phone, but they just they collect her money. Now person work for 30 days, they pay am, una collect the money. She don't go the bank tire. So I don't know if you get anybody for GTB Bank. If you help us look into this issue because you don't turn to another thing, I beg.
Now you see how this life be. I did they fight for people up and down. I don't even know say They even cheat my own mother for house. And she refused to talk. Since the beginning of this year, that GT Bank have been splitting her salary into half, that she's owing money, that she collected loan. Say, I did not collect loan. And she has been going into different GT banks to explain, I did not take loan from you guys. Then GT Bank is telling her that somebody used your NIN. GT Bank, who is the somebody that used that NIN? Mind you, if my mama they cry, just don't say a lot of people they cry. I remember vividly, Seun Kuti, one day Seun Kuti called me, they vex for phone. Say GT Bank na thief. Say that they remove dollar from his dollar account. And that you bring his bank statement and he's sure of what he was saying. Say they went as far to take $500, $300. They were just removing money. Now you don't come on my mama's salary now. This now woman will say she dey work 30 days. My mother likes to carry her own money when she say she don't work. You don't come on the money. Say somebody used the NIN. Who is the somebody? Are you not supposed to be the one to secure the account? If somebody, they use somebody NIN. You know they do verification. Don't you check BVN to see if the face match? So you just come on my mama's salary like that. So if to say I know they give my mama small thing now, how my mama for day you for don't frustrate them? Maybe if I don't give the old woman BP. Like I said, if my own mother they go through this one, a lot of people where they use GT Bank too go they cry. A lot of people where go to use GT Bank go they cry. A lot of people. This is not fair. GT Bank, and that is why I don't use GT Bank. GT Bank, I swear to God, this is the reason why I don't use GT Bank. GT Bank before, it is very porous. That's number one. GT Bank is so porous. You feel just say they don't remove money for your account. It don't happen to my mother before, and I don't know. Now, I tell them, I used verse yesterday. I say, make she go meet them. Because I told my sister, I said she should go back to her office and tell them that they should change her salary account. If they don't want to change it, she should resign. Let me pay her the salary. But my mother no go want to resign. That's another problem. Because it involves children. Now children should teach. And all these people, all these women where they teach children for secondary school, primary school, they get bond with children. It's not even about the money again for them. It's not even money for them. So she cannot resign. That's why they say schools, they get Odo teachers. Because they don't get bond with those children. They are bonded with them. Those children make them happy. So she cannot even resign and leave the job. So GT Bank, I beg. Tomorrow, I carry my mama, they come. I mean, when this holiday they finish, I carry my mama by myself, they come. You people should just fix that account and refund that money. We no one problem. We no one problem. I no one give problem. I know say because of your mama. I know they do. Just as you take they remove that money, all those money you calculate it, you refund us our money. Or you provide the person that used that account, that NIN to collect.
So this content creator detailed out every single story that happened after VDM, the mommy, was done with the GT Bank and was leaving the premises. Now, when they got at the entrance, VDM realized that the door was locked. So that was when the EFCC got involved and ambushed him in a Rambo style. Like say he be criminal.
Verydarkman's lawyer has released an official statement on how Verydarkman was arrested and why he was arrested. It was not GT Bank, but GT Bank played a major role in Verydarkman's arrest. Anyway, let me explain, or will I say, let me summarize the statements. According to the statement released by Verydarkman's lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, it was said that on the 2nd of May 2025, Verydarkman and his mom and his friend CPAC, they went to GT Bank to lay a complaint or to find out why GT Bank was deducting money from his mother's account, which you already know the situation. So on getting to GT Bank were doing everything possible or behaving as if they were helping Verydarkman. So as Verydarkman and his friend and his mom, they finished in the bank and wanted to leave the bank, they wanted to exit. That is when Verydarkman got stuck in the security door. So it was alleged that GT Bank off the security door to get Verydarkman stuck in the security door so that the EFCC they might have called earlier can arrive. So 5 minutes to 10 minutes later, men in black uniform arrived at GT Bank. Miraculously, the door opened and they immediately covered Verydarkman's face and his friend and started beating them up. They did not tell them anything. They just carried them away in front of Verydarkman's mom. Her mom was crying, doing everything to stop them, but they could not. In fact, it was also alleged that they somehow pushed Verydarkman's mom, causing her a little injury. As of the time of releasing the statement, according to the statement released by Verydarkman's lawyer, Verydarkman's mom is nowhere to be found or her current location is not known yet. So Verydarkman was taken away, where it was later discovered that it was now EFCC. They took Verydarkman to the EFCC Abuja. So that is when Verydarkman's lawyer sent some representative to the EFCC. Upon getting there, they tried to get access to Verydarkman, but they said, according to the EFCC officials, they said that Verydarkman refused to come out. But then they gained access to his friend, which is CPAC. It was CPAC that narrated all the issue to them. But then CPAC already sustained a lot of injury. So the EFCC claimed that they have arrest warrants signed by a magistrate court to arrest Verydarkman. What was Verydarkman's offense? So Verydarkman was arrested for cyber talking. So the lawyers asked that what is the offense of his friend CPAC they arrested along with him. So the EFCC could not say why or reason they arrested his friend. Anyway, his friend was released, but the EFCC refused to release Verydarkman, meaning that Verydarkman is still with the EFCC as of this moment.
So after this video, Verydarkman younger brother has also come out to call out GT Bank and blast EFCC too. According to him, you know the Bab how say he could do this thing to him brother. Like, it be crazy.
You played a very important role, because from the moment Verydarkman got to the bank, you gave the information out that Verydarkman was in the bank. You the same bank wey say you comot money from my mother account. They try me, they find we rectify am peacefully. We no fight now. We came to the bank only for you people claiming to be helping us. You went ahead and did your communication with whosoever you did your communication with, and after that, when VDM was done and about to leave your bank, you locked him in your door. When I mean door, now know that door, you see, for enter bank, you press that your green button, where you go open, where you go enter. As soon as they come outside, they lock him inside that place for 5 to 10 minutes. First off, it's not a criminal. You no get anything we don't do now. Only for una to come there, cover him face like thief. Cover him face. Come beat am, carry am go. You beat am, beat the guy. Eat my mama. Like, I don't understand. Waiting on our agenda.
So as many Nigerians are still waiting for GT Bank to release their own official statement, or maybe to clarify what really happened, but then a lot of Nigerians are currently withdrawing their money from GT Bank. In fact, people are currently boycotting GT Bank, stating that GT Bank is done for Nigerians. Because if not, why will you hand over your customer that came to make a complaint to the authority for no reason? I don't understand. But the question right now is that, will GT Bank ever survive this in Nigeria? That is a bigger question to ask. Bigger names in Nigeria are not left behind. A lot of people are currently saying that. In fact, those that don't have account with GT Bank are saying that thank God they don't have account with GT Bank. Those that don't have share with GT Bank are also saying that thank God they don't have share with GT Bank. People like Dele Farotimi say that Akukuma no get any share in any Nigerian bank, meaning say it don't really cast for GT Bank. In case you're wondering that which of the GT Bank in Abuja did this incident happen, this incident happened at Area 3 GT Bank. That GT Bank at Area 3. Yes, exactly this one. That is where the whole incident happened. In case you want to go and make inquiry there and know why they did that, you know where to go. GT Bank Area 3 Abuja. Now, one thing you need to understand about this whole issue is that you might not like Verydarkman, or whatever issue you have. It's not about Verydarkman. It's about the system. If it can happen to Verydarkman, that is a public figure that people take their problem to, what is the hope of you? Now, imagine waking up in the morning and GT Bank or any bank calls you that somebody used your NIN to borrow money from them, and all your hard work, all your earnings, the bank will be taking it every month. How will you feel? Who will you run to for help? And now, trying to sort the issue, the authority comes there to arrest you. Remember, before now, Verydarkman has been talking about the EFCC and their illegal practice and all that. Anyway, it's not only Verydarkman. People like me, we've been calling out the EFCC on their illegal activity. The question is that, who else would the EFCC go after? If they can go after the major ones that you carry your problem to, who else would they go for? This is time that everybody needs to speak out, because refusing to speak out is making yourself vulnerable to the same situation that Verydarkman is today. It can happen to you. Your bank can deduct your money and there's nothing you can do. Meaning that the EFCC or the authority or the security agencies can arrest you for cyber talking, even though maybe you are not cyber talking, or maybe you are just speaking out for their illegal activities. You are just speaking out in defense of people. So this is Nigeria. Injustice to one is injustice to all, because it might be happening to VDM today. Who is next? That is the question. Anyway, let me leave it here before I cross the line.
One thing African leaders hate the most is to see you being a freedom fighter, is to see you being the voice for the voiceless, fighting for the rights of the people. They don't like to see people like that. They don't want to see you, they don't want to see you living, breathing. This is the same thing they are trying to do to Ibrahim Traore. You see VDM, then GT Bank, the EFCC, it was all planned out. It was very well orchestrated by the EFCC and the GT Bank. They realize, say, it be mommy, be that woman. So what? They are going to debit the woman in account. And one day, she will complain to her son, and her son will come and call them out. And when he gets to the office, they will use that opportunity to just grab him. Hey, like say Verydarkman be some guy where he go feel wrong. If he has done anything wrong, if not for anything, you can issue a communique, and I think he will show up. This be a guy where they fight for the right of the people, and I don't think he will go contrary to the law. So if he has done anything wrong, if he has breached any cyber whatever, you can as well publish a communique and call him out for interrogation rather than arresting him in a Rambo style, like say he do something wrong. Like say he be some criminal that has been declared wanted for years, and that was the only opportunity to just go hold of him. You people be wicked, like African leaders and African people where they appoint you in various position. You people they act like you don't get sense. You people get position and you forget that power is very temporal. Hey, a whole VDM, somebody where they everywhere, somebody where is all over the place. If you have to arrest him, must it be that way? This really means that you put the fear the gentleman. You see how truth is that big to the extent that if you have to grab someone, you have to orchestrate nonsense and just make him fit inside the net. You know go well for you now. You know go well for Nigeria. EFCC no go well for you. Nonsense. So Charlie, this boy they go on for Nigeria, and everyone saving at GT Bank wants to boycott their bank because it be trash. It be trash. Say a whole bank. And up to date, the bank hasn't issued any form of statement to debunk all the rumors that they were involved in the arrest of VDM. They didn't. Up to date, there is no communique. There is no public whatever. This really they show how damp the bank is. And all the people were there for that. If by this time you haven't taken your money out from the bank, you haven't closed the account from the bank, it means say you are stupid. You don't get sense. The same thing they did to VDM in Mommy, they go take the same thing do you. A bank where they steal people their money. A bank that is supposed to protect your finance is taken away from your account. It's sad, bro. It's sad. Tell you the 22 months if you need to do this, and I can't subscribe, don't forget to put the bell on post notification. Until then, peace out.